Attitude check. Bronco Pike.
And welcome to the Broncos on Blast Basketball Report. I'm your host, Alex Podlegar, and we're coming to you from the campus of Fayetteville State University, where we will preview the Broncos' next two basketball games, both of which will be on the road, coming up first on Saturday at St. Augustine's. And joining us to talk about those games and look back a little bit on what the Broncos have been doing lately is head coach Alphonso Key. Coach Key, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Good deal, and thanks for coming by. And it was a tough one maybe for the Broncos earlier this week against Shaw University, coming off the big win against Johnson C. Smith, but it was just seemed to be one of those games where Shaw just hit a lot of baskets and kept hitting them throughout the game. You guys made a ton of runs at them, but they shot 62% up until about the 7-minute mark of that ball game. Your thoughts on that one? What did the team learn?
The one thing about our games, basketball season, sometimes with life, is always the opportunity to teach. You know, we had some success. Kind of first time since I've been here to kind of break through the mediocrity chain and beat a good team. I've got a few awards, and so we've been the hunters. So we've been the hunters. We've taken pride in that. We go out and seek and destroy. And so that was a different role for us. Somebody was coming out to seek and destroy us. So I think that was a new role to be in. And Shaw came out very motivated, very hungry, and also they played well. So I think the attitude from the gate was we kind of changed roles. They were hunting us. And second of all, they played a great game. And sometimes not what you do wrong is what they do right.
You know, that's a good feeling to have. I have to think that the fact that you were the hunted, and that's got to show progress in the program.
Oh, it is, definitely so. But it's a quick transition. You know, this year is evolving. People in our program are changing roles. You know, we preseason dead last, and then we beat some people at their place. I think we've had one road game all last year. This year we won a plethora of them, and at home going some winning streaks. So it's a great role, but it's obviously we're evolving. We have to adjust. So we had to, within a week's time, we had to go from, you know, just a dangerous team to a team, they beat Johnson C. Smith. So it's a great time to teach, and I think we'll learn from that game and get better going on the latter part of our season.
I mentioned at the top of this here, you guys are going back on the road. You've been home for 3 straight games now. You're going to St. Aug's on Saturday, and then on to Smith to see them again on Monday as well. The beginning of your season, you guys were on the road. I mean, it was a 6-game, 6-week stretch away from home. How are things different now for you guys when you approach a road game than it was maybe earlier in the season?
Well, I think we've learned to adjust to the road. You know, early on, we played hard, as we always have, and then we just would not make the adjustments, meaning we would foul regardless of what the call is. The call's been made, and so we made teams better. And I think the last few games you learned, do not foul on the perimeter, make them make a play, let them run their offense. So I think we've learned from some uneven numbers on the road that you can't fight City Hall, adjust to the referees, to the game, and play. And do what you can do in reference to be control of. So I think we'll have a much more savvy team going on the road and a much more aggressive team, but more composed.
You mentioned the awards. You're the reigning now CIAA Coach of the Week after a big week last week for the Broncos. And Tyrell Tate, the CIAA Rookie of the Week, he scored a career high, 21 points against Virginia State in a win there. Again, those are awards, but they have to speak to what the Broncos are accomplishing here in year 2 under you.
Well, I'm just the fall guy some days, and I'm the praise guy other days. So it's a bottom line. It's my staff. I told those guys last week, congratulations on the award. And I told Tate's teammates the same with those guys. So it's a matter of just behind-the-scenes work, and nothing I've done particularly. We just had to work together. I just had to stand up and get all the praise and criticism. But for Tate, I'm very excited because we're recruiting quality people. And that shows that we're making progress, but it's definitely a we thing, and we have to stay hungry and humble. We can't let anybody tell us how good we are or how good we're not.
Talk about now preview St. Aug's game again Saturday. You guys are tipping off against them. What do you see them as a basketball club, and what do you think you guys can do against them?
Well, they're a first-year head coach. He's coming in, Ken Spencer. I've known him from the trails of recruiting basketball, and so they have a new look. A little different than what I received. He has a championship team. So a lot of the pieces aren't there, but they won a championship. So their mindset's a little different. They've done it. They know how to get it done. So they're real confident. But they're new pieces. But he's growing his own identity, his own team. They play hard. They're not the team they were last year, but I think they have good ingredients, and they're kind of the same old story, getting better every day, and I respect every capacity of their game. And for us, you have to come on the road after losing at home. So having matured enough to put that game behind us. And the Shaw game, going like that, was a great learning tool for us. You know, we had some fouls that were not right fouls. We had some frustration that wasn't taken out the right way. We had the great will and passion, but it was a great time to teach. So we have to teach and learn. We've done that. And I think we'll know on Saturday, have we learned those lessons of composure, of being hunted, and can we have the same passion, tenacity with composure? And I think we'll definitely have that on Saturday.
And then preview Monday's game as well, because you know now you're going to get Smith's maybe even a better shot than they gave you the first time, that you guys are able to not only withstand but to take down and defeat. You got to know that it's going to be a heck of a ball game on Monday night.
Yes, I don't think they'll be fired up, though. Well, I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to compete in these games. And one thing about being great at any level, you have to sustain. You know, anybody can get there if it's in life, academically, professionally, but the true great ones sustain it. So we're trying to, can we sustain a level of competition against John C. Smith? As far as the basketball, we won the game, but we had 30 turnovers. So we didn't play our best. We played great, but you can't do that. So I'm looking forward to, even though it's at John C. Smith, but can we play a better basketball game? Because we know they're going to play well.
Good deal, Coach. Best of luck this weekend and Monday as well. We appreciate your time you took to join us today to preview these games.
Always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you next week.
We'll do it. You've been watching the Broncos on Blast Basketball Report. I'm your host, Alex Podlegar, and be sure to check out all the latest in Fayetteville State athletics news at FSUBroncos.com. Thanks for watching.